Hi guys, welcome back to the channel again. My name is Narender, and in this particular video I'll be talking about RBI Grade B strategy. Now this will not be a common strategy where I'll be telling you how to cover your quant, reasoning, English, general awareness, or phase 2 ESI, then you have your finance, management, descriptive, and the interview part. But in this particular video I'll be talking about what all extra things you need to keep in mind when you prepare for RBI Grade B apart from the strategy, because strategies is something I feel has been provided a lot of time in my channel as well, and in couple of other channels also. So in this particular video, specifically strategy, those pointers which you shouldn't miss. Number one, past year paper. Now this is something which is very important whenever you start your preparation, be it for phase 1 or be it for phase 2. It is very important to understand what all types of question came in the examination, because if you don't have the clarity as to what kind of questions comes in the examination, there are very high chances that you might be preparing for this examination, but at the end whenever you will sit to write down the mock or whenever you will give the examination, you will realize that the questions that you have prepared were not as par to what RBI is expecting. So you need to make sure that you go through with the PYP, because PYP first of all helps you in getting the clarity as to what type of questions comes in the examination, and it will also help you in understanding the difficulty level of the examination. All right. Then the second thing that I want to talk about is practice. Now, doesn't matter whether it's phase 1 or phase 2, I want to tell you that now the competition is getting tougher day by day, year by year. Back in 2017, 18, 19, the examination was not that tough. Current affairs level was also not that difficult, but now you can see that the government schemes are being asked in phase 1. Back in my time, questions used to be very generic in current affairs, and these complex concepts in the topics such as government schemes, reports, circulars, and the essays used to come in mains examination. But now you can see that in the phase 1, not just about the current affairs, in the quantitative aptitude and reasoning part also, you can see that the difficulty level is increasing year by year. Now cat level questions are being asked in the examination. Now practice gonna make you perfect. By practice you'll be able to understand where exactly you're lacking and where exactly you hold that confidence. So you need to make sure that you practice regularly, and when you practice quant and reasoning, make sure you go for timed test, because once you go for timed test, speed, accuracy is equally important. If you have a good accuracy but you are taking 5 minutes to solve a single question, you will never get selected. Doesn't matter whether you're reaching at the right answer or not, but in the examination, if you don't have a speed, you will definitely fail. Third, very important point is when we are talking about phase 2 is current affairs. Now, phase 2 is something which is very important, because in phase 2, current affairs plays very important role. You you have seen that in the examination hall as well, and the examination pattern also, that the weightage of current affairs is increasing year by year. Now the current affairs, the descriptive part is also being asked from the current affairs part. So pick the good source. You can pick any coaching. If you want me to recommend you any good coaching, then you can reach out to me through the number that I've provided in the description. We can have a conversation. I can understand your background. I'll be able to understand where exactly you are lacking and which platform gonna be best for you, because each and every platform have their own USP, and I will be able to understand it once I'll have the conversation. So I have provided my number in the description. You can reach out to me and I will be able to help you out that way. Coming back to the current affairs, I want to tell you that current affairs plays very important role, and you need to pick the right resources in order to maximize your chance of success in the examination. When we are talking about finance current affairs, you need to make sure that you refer to only one source, because right now there are multiple sources available in the market and you are referring to the multiple sources, then you end up getting confused as to which specific mentor to pick and which all specific resources I need to pick, because somebody has missed some content and somebody has picked up some content which the other person is not providing. So just stick with it, just have a trust on that particular platform and complete your entire current affairs. Third very important point is descriptive writing. Now, people don't pay attention to descriptive writing, but I want to tell you that descriptive writing acts as a game changer. Why? If you do the analysis in the phase 2 part, you'll realize that much of the portion in phase 2 is descriptive in nature. It is phase 1 which is objective in nature. In phase 2, you see that English descriptive, which is completely descriptive in nature, 100 marks. ESI, 50% is objective, 50% is descriptive. That means 50% is 50 marks that has been given to the descriptive part, and same goes with finance and management. So out of 300 marks, you have 200 marks that has been given to the descriptive writing. This makes descriptive writing very very important. So there are certain things which you need to keep on keep in mind when you prepare for descriptive writing. Number one is make sure whichever platform you are choosing, they have the exam like interface, they have the exact clone. So if you want me to help you out in that, I can do that as well. Just reach out to me. So make sure you have this exam interface. Secondly, the words, make sure that you write for the 15 marker at least 600 words, and for the 10 marker you write at least 400 to 450 words, because this will give you the clarity when you prepare, when you practice, as to how much you have to write, right? This way you'll be able to understand that okay, I have crossed my limit for 10 marker, this is all, I have to move further to the next question. This will help you not to waste any extra time in a single descriptive writing. Secondly, the word speed. The speed is something which is very very important, because if you know the answer and if you are unable to write down that particular word limit in that particular time frame, then for sure you will never be able to complete your descriptive in the phase 2, because you need to go at least 35 to 40 words per minute. That has to be your speed in order to complete your descriptive writing part. Okay, now let's move further to the personality part. This is all about interview. Now both the points I'll be talking about from the interview perspective. In the interview part, we have seen a transition. Earlier, they used to talk a lot from the HR perspective, but now they are talking more from the personality perspective and from the knowledge perspective. Now, knowledge is justifiable since you have already cleared your phase 2 part, but when it comes to the personality part, it is very important to let them know what personality you holds, because they are searching for those people who have a problem solving personality. Now they haven't came up openly with that, but as far as what I have seen after having a conversation with a lot of toppers, they are checking those people who have a problem solving capability. Of course, you're gonna be an assistant manager and you should have the problem solving capabilities and personality. That depends as well whether you are reaching to the right decision or not, because you are young right now with no prior experience. But once you get into RBI, you'll be able to get that experience and you will be able to reach to the right conclusion. But right now, at least you should have that problem solving personality. That's all in this particular video. I hope you like the video, and if there is something which is bothering you and you feel that I should touch upon that particular topic, in the comment section please let me know which topic I should pick, and I'll make a quick video on that particular topic. Bye bye, take care, all the very best.